YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino RHino beer review. Today we're going to review a beer that last year was not available in bottles. This year is. I'm amazed that it's available in bottles. That bottle art is awesome too. This is from the guys at Cameron's, the guys and gals over at Cameron's. I did get to try a pint of this last year at my beer festival at the Albino RHino beer festival, but last year it was the Albino RHino Beer Tuber Ula Palooza. That was the first inaugural name, and now we've changed it to the Albino RHino Beer Festival. Much better name, right? Yeah. Anyway, so I had a pint of this the second my beer festival ended, and I was able to drink. Kyle, the brewer, brought over a glass of this and handed it to me. And I took a sip, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's really good. And he's like, yeah, and he started talking to me about the different tasting notes, and I just chugged the beer back because I'd been stressed all day. He looked at me and he's like, or you could just chug my beer. And yeah, that's what happened. And do I remember everything about it? Not really, because I did not enjoy it. I didn't sit back and enjoy it. Not that I didn't like it. So, I saw that there was a bottle of this, well, a couple bottles of this available at the LCBO in St. Catharines. So when I was in St. Catharines doing a few things, I picked this up. This is a White Oat Savant, which is a brown ale. I will show you the label in 1 second. Sorry, I did not go the way I usually do. So it's a samurai on it. There's a samurai on it. That's awesome. So this is 4.8% alcohol. It is a brown ale, and it is $6. It's $5.95 for a bottle, so it's actually a nice price for a nice bomber. A nice little brown ale. Look at that color. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Oh, I love that color. That is the color I want my women's hair to be all the time. That beautiful, beautiful reddish amber. Oh yeah. Nice head as well. Slight off-white. Mmm. Mmm. And when you hear a name, White Oat Savant, right, you expect it not to be this dark, don't you? Like, when I heard the name, before knowing much about the beer, I expected it kind of to be, well, to be lighter, to be like pale gold at the most. But I love seeing it like this. This just makes me so happy. Molasses caramel, roasted caramel at that, a beautiful little toastiness to it. Roasty malts. So caramel, molasses, toasted malts. It's a hophead's dilemma and a malt maniac's dream is what this beer is, because it's all beautiful and all sweet on the forefront. It almost has an under-attenuated scent coming out of the bottle, a very, 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 very sweet scent, much like if you're ever at a brewery when the mash is being boiled. Just that smell of boiling malts. So a beautiful sweetness. I'm also getting a slight cereal graininess. It just smells amazing. Let's try the beer. Cheers, boys and girls. Oh yeah. Light and heavy at the same time. It's a very interesting beer that way. The carbonation very light. The beer itself, light yet complex. You do get a little bit of a heavier feeling in it thanks to the oats in there. And you get that little graininess too. It's almost a bitterness on the back end from the graininess. A nice rounded sweetness though. Some caramel, molasses, roasty malts, and like that English hop bitterness mixing with that graininess. So the English hop bitterness, that dirty mud pie like bitterness. Almost nutty, almost almost nutty, like you're eating peanuts and you took them out of the shell, but you didn't take the skin off. You know how the peanuts have that skin on it that have that bitter taste. Almost like that you deshelled them, but you didn't take the skin off. Beautiful, beautiful tasting little brown ale. Brown ale's such a simple style, such a nice session style. Nobody really makes them anymore, and the ones that do just make such boring versions of it. Is this really splendid? Flavor-wise, yeah. Is it huge and complex? Not really, but that doesn't matter. This is a great little beer. I love this beer. I really love this beer. I'm glad I picked up 4 bottles. I will drink one tomorrow on Beer Dweebs United. I'll try and save one for when the guys are here for the festival, and I will drink one maybe next week on Beer Dweebs United. And I'll have this one here. And out of 10 on it, I'm going to give it a 9. A 9 out of 10 straight up. It is one of the best brown ales I've had. It's not the best brown ale I've had, but it's one of the best just because it's so well rounded and so sessionable and such a good price. I mean, I can't deny the price enough. $6 for a bomber is great here in Ontario. It might not be the best price around the world, but here in Ontario, that's a great price. So thank you, Camerons, for making White Oat Savant. Thank you to your salespeople that got it into one of the LCBOs near me. And thank you for my mouth for opening up and taking it. Ah, 9 out of 10. I don't think I have a brown ale dance, do I? A brown ale dance. I'll do this. Bye.